Brenden, how's practice today?
It was good. We got a lot accomplished. Obviously the short week, but we're still getting the same amount of work in that we normally do. So it's a normal day for us.
It's a vibe like this week. Coach seemed like you guys are sort of not satisfied with the performance this past week. And
Yeah.
how do you guys take that and move forward?
Yeah, I think we left a lot out there on the field. Obviously the film will tell. Film doesn't lie. So this week it's just kind of about focusing on us and what we can get corrected and fixed heading into conference play. This week is really just focusing on the details.
What's been the process like of kind of regrouping and getting ready to go on a short week? How's it been different with the Friday game?
It's a short week, but we're getting the same amount of work in. We practice Sunday, practice today, and we'll just keep practicing until obviously we have to leave. But we're still getting the same amount of work in. We're just cleaning what we need to get cleaned up, heading into conference play, so we can go in and play confident.
You guys have always had to push through a lot of injuries this year. How do you feel about the overall kind of health and state of the roster right now?
Yeah, obviously we want some guys back, but we're comfortable with who we have, and we're going to go out there and play football. Everybody was recruited the same way. Everybody's got opportunities and practice the same way. So, the guys that we got, we're going to roll with, and play with them.
Does seeing them beat a name program like Miami matter in the scheme of preparation, or does it catch your attention a little more?
I always say it's any given day. Some people take other opponents lightly. Some people want to play higher to the higher standard of the team that they're playing. So really any given day, anybody can beat anybody in this game. It's never set in stone. What they did to Miami when they went up there in that environment and they played their tails off and they had some success up there and they won pretty comfortably and they did do well. So it'll be a good test for us and we're excited to accept that challenge.
Brenden, what do they do good defensively? Are they pretty physical?
They are. They're physical. They run around. They fly around to the ball, and they're good. They like to rally to the football. So, one misses a tackle, there'll be another one right there. You got to make them miss and make plays on the free hitters. So, they'll fly around.
They've been very strong against the run. Does that come down to that front four, or what do you highlight when you look at them and the biggest issues they create?
Yeah, their defensive line is really good. They get a lot of penetration, a lot of movement against their opposing offensive linemen. Their backers, they'll fit well, and then those safeties, they'll be the free hitters. So if they get past the defensive line and linebackers, there'll be a free hitter there, and you just got to make that guy miss.
What's been your impression of UTSA's run game so far this season in the big picture?
Yeah, I think at times we've shown the ability to run the ball. Against Texas, I feel like we did pretty well. And then last week we didn't get it going as much as we really wanted to. We're just looking to bounce back and respond to that and play better next week.
What created some of those challenges last week? Anything in particular?
I don't think it was really anything in particular. I think it was just lack of execution on all parts. And the good thing is that we can get some of that fixed. So we're working hard on that in practice to get all those details ironed out. And I think we'll be good.
How much does it just depend on the defense and what they want to emphasize? Obviously, you guys put up a record passing performance Saturday, and that probably had something to do with the run game not being there.
Yeah, football is an assignment game. Obviously, you have the guy you're across, and you just got to win your one-on-ones. But defenses can do things to kind of load the box or whatever, and you'll have to throw it up. But it's really what Coach said. When everybody knows that you have to run the ball, you still got to be able to find a way to get it done, and that just requires extra strain, focus on the details, and just get your assignment done.
How much of it against Texas versus last week was almost more straight ahead, like because of Texas's speed versus Texas Southern speed? Like, did that help your run game, where it's just kind of get it and go rather than maybe do a little bit more lateral or stretch type stuff?
It's kind of hard to say. I feel like during Texas, we just really ran at them and just really wanted to get pushed on the ball, and the offensive line did a good job of reaching up to the second level and allowing us to have lanes. And this past week, we just quite weren't able to get up there, and but I credit those three interior guys and those tackles that are just trying. They're straining for us. Frankie and Vinley, they're doing a heck of a job. Just the effort part, they're just trying. They're really hard for us, man. I love those guys. But Maka and KD and T. Haynes, those guys have been solid in the middle. Just trying to get movement, trying to work up to that second level. And I really appreciate all they're doing. If you look on the film, they're trying. And just the offensive line depth hasn't really been there. So those guys, they're just straining for us, and I really appreciate that.
Brenden, you guys are 2-2 coming out of non-conference play. What's your assessment of the team overall at this point of the season?
I think we're really just wanting to show everybody what we can actually do when we're all on when we're all on our stuff and we're all executing and focusing on the details and doing our assignments, because I feel like we haven't played a clean game yet, and that's just really discipline and focus. And when we can get that clean game going and just focusing on our details and worrying about our assignment, we're gonna be straight. And I think that's just our mindset right now, as we're trying to put that game together.
Are there any specific focuses in terms of the run game, things you particularly want to do to bring out better results in that sense?
It's just, I wouldn't say it's anything in particular. We practice it every day. We've had success in practice, but the whole point of practice is to try to take that over to the game. So I feel like we just got to execute better. That's really what it comes down to, is people just doing their job and executing better.
Brenden, thanks. Appreciate it.